Hey, buddy, are you ready for our sleepover?
Man, I've been so excited for this.
Oh my god, it's Spider-Man season. We're gonna watch, probably it's gonna be your favorite Spider-Man movie ever.
You're putting the Tobey Maguire ones.
Not Tobey Maguire.
So like the Tom Holland one.
No, but he's even more similar to Tom Holland.
Because he's British. Because it's Andrew Garfield, isn't it?
Yeah, no, we're gonna watch Spider-Man Lotus. Yeah! And I prepared a slideshow to help prepare you before we get to watch the movie so you can have some background on who made it and how they made it.
I've never heard of this.
You've never heard of Spider-Man Lotus? Well, let's get into this. The Donkey Professor will help guide us on our journey. It starts...
What the hell?
It starts in beautiful New York City. What is Spider-Man Lotus? Well...
Oh my god.
It's a fan film by Gavin J. Knope. He raised $100,000 to make this film, and it was a huge Kickstarter. It was a big deal. Yeah, there we go. A fan film that sounds pretty good, right? A fan film by an excited fan. We spent a lot of money on it, right?
That does sound good, yeah.
Wrong!
Oh.
Gavin J. Knope, known only for Spider-Man Lotus and Warden Wayne, the actor who plays Peter Parker himself, have a bit of a tumultuous history with the world. Spider-Man Lotus raised over $112,000 via Kickstarter, which is a lot of money. It's more money than I think most fan films have ever received because you can't make a profit off movies like this, so none of the backers could ever get paid or get anything returned other than the passion for Spider-Man.
This movie's probably going to be awesome then.
I bet it's going to be incredible. I heard it's one of the best movies that's ever been released. And the trailer alone got 2.7 million views. Big deal.
Oh.
The guy's basically a YouTuber himself. He's got 99,000 subscribers, 50 videos. That's actually him wearing a Spider-Man suit. That's what he looks like in the costume.
I bet he's a really good guy.
Oh my god, yeah. I bet he's awesome. After the trailer went fairly viral, the project began to become publicly noticed by a few famous figures. What? John Watts, the director of Spider-Man Tom Holland movies? He said, your trailer looks awesome. It's like the hype is there. People care about this film. Andrew Garfield knows about Spider-Man Lotus. Gavin's dad is actually an airline pilot for Delta, and tonight Andrew was on his flight, and they talked about Spider-Man Lotus. So a director and a Spider-Man want to see this.
They let him fly the plane.
He let Andrew Garfield, he walks up to the phone, hey, I'm Spider-Man. I'd like to take control of the pilot of the cockpit here, and they just walked out. They just left him there. Okay, moving on. On June 9th, 2022, a newly created anonymous Twitter account by Thunder, spelled poorly, leaked Instagram messages from the lead actor, Warden Wayne, casually using racial slurs. Oh no! This sparked controversy, causing Spider-Man Lotus to trend all over Twitter. And this is some of Warden Wayne's biggest hits.
I take back many of the comments I said about this movie. Oh,
look how severe they get.
Jesus.
That's crazy because he uses both versions of the N-word.
Yeah, hard R and everything.
That's wild. The Warden Wayne, not a good guy, and he's the Spider-Man, but it can't be all that bad. Well, it was. Workers on the film and storyboard artists claim they were not paid for their work on the film, which caused many of them to leak information and pictures, including the early design of the Green Goblin. Oh, Booga Booga, that's him.
What? He looks awesome.
He looks awesome. Just kidding. It's actually this. Ugh. Way less cool than the Green Little Monster.
Looks horrible.
Looks so lame. The other leaks came from a Twitter account by the name of Berkman, who claims to be a 15-year-old Gavin mentored for many years. We don't have to read all of this, but basically... They met through Twitter, became good friends. Gavin was supposed to help this kid make his Spider-Man fan film. They became very close. They shared their love of comic books and everything together. Well, then Gavin got a little famous by making Spider-Man Lotus, got a little traction, and ignored the kid. So the kid leaked DMs of Gavin, which is what led to Gavin's inevitable fall from grace. Many memes dropped, like comparing him to Incrediboy here, Mr. Incredible. There are even more leaks, like the entire script of the movie. Leaked.
Oh no.
And it's actually horrible.
What's that?
He said, hey, check out the Fu Manchu. Harry says that at some point. There are other things in this movie that are very, very strange. I did not read the script because, well, it seemed like more work. I read a couple sentences of it and it felt like a child wrote it.
You don't want to ruin the surprise for yourself as well when experiencing this.
Gavin later had a few of his texts of his own leaked on Twitter. This is leaked by the little kid over on Twitter. Holy shit. John Watts, holy shit. His movies are still garbage, though. Motherfucker's really complaining about the cast being white as if it wasn't the entire point.
Oh.
Oh. It's because Spider-Man is a white story, according to Gavin here. Honestly, I don't see why people were so upset over me not paying the storyboard artist.
No.
This is a fan film. Those beep need to be grateful they're finally getting another good Spider-Man movie. Wow.
Bro, what? This guy's a full-on villain.
He wanted to make a movie about the Green Goblin, and the motherfucker is the Joker. Like, this is crazy. The fact that he wouldn't pay storyboard artists for work, and it's like, you were funded $100,000. Who got paid? Where did that money go, if not to pay storyboard artists, which is one of the biggest parts of anything. You just directed a music video. I imagine you had loads of storyboards for that.
I made it.
Yeah,
I made the storyboard.
Yeah, you got paid by
so it's
you.
fine.
But yeah,
Yeah,
imagine if
I
you
got
didn't
paid.
pay yourself for it, you know?
It'd be miserable.
Obviously, he made an apology addressing everything. Look at a YouTuber lighting. Perfect. You got a bed. He's just a guy with a bed. He's normal.
I'll be honest, I knew that it was bad, but I never delved into this. And like, there's not one element of this that is like
Exciting. Like, you really want to see this movie.
that is like redeeming. It's like they intentionally made this horrible.
It honestly feels that way. Just
You can say that again.
as of August 10th, the world's lining up for the brand new fan film Spider-Man Lotus. Look at him. That's the line for the premiere of the movie. They're ready to get in there and see what this film
Incredible.
is all about.
Fucking scabs.
They're fucking scabs crossing a picket line to see Spider-Man Lotus. Some of the early reviews are in, and the internet's loving the movie. Mid-writing, unfortunately, it relies on someone's death way too much and has way too much out-of-context scene just thrown in. It adds a ton of unresolved questions when it builds to something. It will cut instantly instead of actually letting the scene or part happen. It's practically 15 minutes loop for the entire movie and adds nothing that we already didn't know. There are also multiple long montages dragged out just to add runtime. Most of these are flashbacks, let alone how rude Peter Parker is, which are we shocked given who Warden Wayne ended up being.
He is racist. He probably says some racist stuff as Peter Parker.
Yeah, they wouldn't let Miles Morales in this movie because of him. The only two things I can say, hey, the CGI is great for a fan film, even though it wasn't a ton. That's kind of exciting. The dialogue flows well like an actual movie. This is easy to do, but fan films can never get it right like this one did. This movie could have easily passed for a normal movie that isn't even Spider-Man related. Okay, that seems like a bad thing to say about a Spider-Man movie. It's a piece of crap. We don't have to read this, just know that there are a lot of reviews of this. This is what the suit looks like. Kind of incredible.
Oh, it's really good.
It's got the like textured look of like an Andrew Garfield suit, but the mechanical eyes of Tom Holland's. I think that looks awesome.
Doing that on a 100K budget is really impressive. That is not a lot for a feature film at all, you know, especially a superhero film.
Tom Holland's Spider-Man suit cost around like $2 million, just like the suit itself. And they managed to make multiple suits. I think they have, during the film, a destroyed version of the suit. Like during like an action sequence, they have it explode on him. Oh, and that's maybe concept art.
Bro, they must have underpaid so many people.
They had to have unpaid so many people. Because whoever did the costuming on this, they should be praised. This is what it looks like without, like, this is in a bathroom. And it looks that good.
I genuinely do feel bad for the people who worked on this who aren't, you know, horrible people and were just kind of like, you know,
they hitched their wagon to the wrong
trying to do a job.
It's crazy that this ended up turning out the way that it did. This is Warden Wayne in the suit.
I think he looks like an evil Spider-Man.
He looks like a racist.
He's good at it. Yeah, he looks racist.
Like,
he
looks like the kind of guy who says the N-word. But he absolutely is the kind of guy who says the N-word. That's great. We love accurate representation. I have one very severe gripe about this film. If you're looking on over at this poster, I guess this is artwork, but even in the movie, they have these wigs on, and they look horrible on Gwen and MJ, and they look really awful. Let's see what the actors look like talking, moving in the suit. With the first full trailer of the Spider-Man Lotus fan film, this trailer got 2.8 million views, which is a big deal for a fan project, for sure. He has his own cinematic logo of his production studio.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be used on anything
ever again
after this.
Think of it more as a checking in tape.
What a quick way to out yourself as Spider-Man. Imagine you just go into your graveyard to visit your relatives. It's like, Spider-Man seems to visit the dead girl. I think that girl was Peter Parker's girl. Do you think Peter Parker is Spider-Man? Like, why is he constantly visiting in costume her grave? Even in the trailer, I question that.
To be fair, it's like Spider-Man going to a funeral is a classic thing, but usually he doesn't do it full costume.
Full costume. I mean, the last Spider-Man movie ended with him at least at a gravestone, but he wasn't even pretending to be Peter Parker because there's no Peter Parker anymore.
I think he's been at a graveyard in every adaptation, right? He's been to one as Tobey Maguire.
Tobey was Uncle Ben in movie 1.
So Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, he had Gwen
Stacy and the Captain.
Yeah, and Uncle Ben.
He's been to so many.
Actually, he's probably he actually really had it worse than everybody else. Oh wow, they got the rights to film in Times Square for this. That's tough. He just docked Spider-Man's address on the letter.
He's crying because he just saw a person of color.
He's using a tape recorder. Like a physical tape recorder. When does this movie take place?
It's in the 50s, man. It's a period piece.
But in this other shot, he's in Times Square, right?
Don't worry about it.
There's like billboards, or...
Don't even think about it. Oh, she died, didn't she?
Oh.
Spoilers. Spoiling that.
What the hell is this wall?
Puts up news reports about himself like a maniac.
He put it up like shit.
Maybe this is like the villain's room.
I think it's the kid's room. I wanted to say his name one more time. Spider-Man Lotus, a film by Gavin K. Nope, whatever.
Well, I'm excited to see it. From what it seems like, it'll probably be, I think, just fan service. I doubt there will be like anything of substance in this. I think Peter Parker is gonna do a hate crime at some point. Maybe the roles will be reversed. Since Peter Parker is like an evil racist in this, maybe the Green Goblin is like the good guy. His messages, the ego in them is crazy.
The director has the worst vocal cadence ever. He just sounds like an asshole. Just watch his face when he talks.
Look. Did I say that the movie was supposed to go up at 5 p.m. today? Did I say that, Jacob? Is that the thing that I said? That's the thing you said. Okay.
He kind of moves around like a Muppet.
Did I, at the time of saying that?
Hey guys, yeah, I'm putting out a movie, and it's going to be the greatest Spider-Man movie you ever saw.
It's crazy that a guy can go from directing a fan film that would have potentially changed his life to having it change his life, but for the absolute worst.
It's heartbreaking, honestly, because it's just like...
He could have just chosen not to be racist.
Yeah.
Do you think that he thought that this would like turn him into a legit director?
I actually believe it was that, and there's a lot more leaked stuff we didn't go through in the slideshow, but he made this film as a response to someone else's fan film as well as the MCU Spider-Man, because he thought all of that was trash and pathetic in every way, and that he would be the perfect Spider-Man director.
Yeah, I guess the concept from the get-go shows about what kind of ego this guy has. It just looks like a fan film.
That's cool, and I love that we have like passionate people willing to create stuff of actual properties, but when you're given limitations on characters that have powers that are outside of this world, it's really hard to capture that on like fan projects. Like you lose out on the heart, and it's a Spider-Man fan, so you don't want to crap on it, but the acting in most fan films suck. It's horrible, and it's like, okay, some of the visuals might be okay, but you guys like don't have your character like speaking correctly. He talks like a crazy person. I'm Peter Parker, guys. Weird bits of dialogue and deep camera stares and things like that I hate.
It is just genuinely impossible to make a movie like this on a good enough scale while still paying everyone properly on a 100K budget.
Gavin talks about it. He didn't pay anybody shit. He didn't pay a goddamn person from this.
I'm so disappointed, man. I really wanted this Spider-Man Lotus movie to be good.
Well, hey, internet people are critics. Some people said Barbie wasn't a perfect film, so we should hold out hope of our own and watch it for ourselves. Are you ready to sit down for 2 hours with me to watch the whole fan film?
What? 3 million views in 5 days. Jesus. We're gonna see this opening title in many movies.
That looks awful. Wait,
that looks like a video game. Like a really old video game.
A really old game. It says TASM on the front license plate. Ooh, Easter egg, The Amazing Spider-Man. Okay, yeah, we saw the shot. It's beautiful.
Yeah. It's a good shot.
Turn yourselves in. I might throw in a collectible item. Courtesy of yours truly.
Sounds like he has a lisp.
They shouldn't record the audio in these scenes. They should record it separately.
Whoa, it's the Shocker.
Whoa.
Shocker suit. That's what you're called. Yeah. Wow. Did you come up with that yourself?
They shouldn't have recorded his lines while he's wearing the mask. It's very weird.
Yeah, they should have done ADR.
Those overalls are not doing you any favors.
Bro, what is he saying?
Those overalls are not doing you any favors.
Okay.
Is that Miles Teller?
The 5 of us can go to dinner and sort this thing out.
That's Miles Morales
Yeah.
in this cinematic universe.
He's white, dude.
Yeah.
It does look a lot cheaper when you see it move. Is Spider-Man using human beings as meat shields?
Yes, he is.
Holy shit! What?
Is he even aware of like what that can do? Like as far as he knows, they're just dead now.
They definitely are dead. It's blowing up concrete. Oh, please reestablish New York again.
That's just them trying to make the movie longer. They just keep using this fucking stock footage shit.
Oh my god, they literally turned it from like evening into night. That's great. Okay, 50s outfit.
The 50s. I mean, that's the time that the people who made this movie missed the most.
Yeah.
How you been, buddy? Couldn't be better. Hey, what do you think of the Fu Manchu? Oh, yeah.
He calls a mustache a Fu Manchu.
Out for 2 weeks.
Oh, I'm looking forward to see the sexual chemistry between the two of them.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna head home. It's getting a little late.
This is a very bad characterization of Gwen Stacy. It's
What do you
like
mean? She has the exact same hair.
in the comics and in other media, Gwen is usually a lot more forgiving of Peter being late because she loves him more than like Mary Jane ever does.
Too bad she dies all the time.
I wish we had more time together.
Oh shoot.
All of us.
Oh no.
Felt like it would never end.
He got arrested for a hate crime and is monologuing in prison. He misses his friends really bad.
It's his trial. He's talking and he has his trial speech.
Think so? Yeah. The ring?
The ring. What an ugly ring. Oh my god. I would not marry him if that was the ring he was giving me.
Well, Peter Parker is canonically
Poor.
like, broke, isn't he? Yeah, broke ass bitch.
What movie did you guys see?
Just some cheesy romance.
Did you like it?
It was fine.
They do not look like they're about to get engaged.
No, they look like they're on like a clunky second or third date, honestly.
You know how it is with May and the Bugle.
She's just like, oh man.
She's like,
He's
I
got-
really want to go home. I found out this guy's racist and I have to finish this movie. Okay, clearly she's dead.
Oh, they show her dead in the trailer.
I want her to die in kind of a funny way, though.
Slip on a banana peel.
That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I thought.
Wait, Gwen.
Oh, is he gonna propose? Is he gonna get too shy?
See Gavin on set. Somebody get a light on that ring. I need some sparkles right now. You gotta put it in a box or something, dog. Can't just have it like in your pocket.
He's just raw dogging this ring.
This is very awkward.
Bro, she does not
Oh.
want to kiss him. Look at that closed lip kiss.
Oh God. Okay, dude, GJK presents again for the second time in this movie. The third time if you're counting like when he said a film by Gavin Knope.
Yeah. You know how movies used to show credits at the start?
Mm-hmm.
I hated that.
I
I'm
couldn't
so happy
stand
that
it.
it's gone. Do you want to skip into when the movie starts?
Oh, it says his name again,
Bro,
directed by
I
Gavin.
mean, he put his own name there like 5 times.
Okay, this is literally a shot right from the Spider-Man video
Morning,
game,
New York
right?
City. We're coming on the air with some rather unfortunate news.
Is she dead already?
The businessman, and former head of Oscorp, dead.
No one has ever been referred to as like a businessman in a news setting or like in like a real world setting.
It'll be like CEO of... Oh, Gwen Stacy's dead. Nice.
What if it says a film by Gavin J. Knope again? How many title sequences have we gone through so far? Like 4 or 3 or 4?
I think like number 3 now. So you've read like Spider-Man comics
Yeah.
and stuff like that?
Big Spider-Man boy.
I've read a few when I was younger, but I don't remember it. But I always feel like in the movies, they kind of jumble up all the big story points of like people in his life dying and just like put it into one movie all the time. And it feels like it kind of turns him into like way more of a tragic character because he has like 3 people dying in a movie.
It happens over time. Like even in the MCU, they like wrote Uncle Ben out. But had they not wrote Uncle Ben out, then you would have had like Uncle Ben die before the first Spider-Man movie. And then you have Tony Stark die 2 movies or a movie and a half in for him. And that's like his mentor. And then Aunt May dies at the end of the third one. That would have flowed really well. Like it shows tragedy, it shows responsibility, but it doesn't overdo it. The Tobey Maguire one's like Uncle Ben's dead. Now Mary Jane.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire, he's like dealing with 50 traumas in 1 year.
Andrew
you know?
Garfield's has the worst rap by far. Parents are dead before the movie starts. He's depressed about it. Uncle
Parents,
Ben dies.
Uncle Ben, and Gwen.
And Gwen.
Yeah,
Oh, Captain Stacy, then Gwen.
yeah, true.
Are they supposed to have chemistry too?
I'm asking you why you're here.
Probably later.
I came by to see if you wanted to go to a party or something.
What? Is she asking him if he wants to come to a party after his girlfriend fucking died?
You're so unaware of yourself, it's not even funny.
What?
You don't care about people like me and Gwen. She didn't live life like it was a constant game. Maybe if you took a second to think, you could have learned a thing or two from her.
What?
Can you pause this for a second?
Yeah.
I feel like we haven't gone. We don't know Mary Jane here at all. Like, this feels like so unprompted.
Feels like they're trying to give this backstory of like Mary Jane being kind of vapid center of attention, but we should have gotten that in that flashback sequence then, right? Like
also,
even a little bit.
It turns her into such a fucking like clown. Like the fact that he's like literally standing next to his dead girlfriend's grave, and she's like, "Oh, how about you come to a party now?"
She said, "Harry's gone and nobody will go out with me." What the fuck, dude? That's such terrible dialogue. And now he's supposed to feel bad about it, but he hasn't been characterized to not be a dick yet. Like,
yeah, the first time we see emotion from him is him being an asshole.
Yeah, and then like with Gwen, he was like, wasn't even like romantic and loving. He was more loving towards Harry. Which, hey, I'd watch that.
He mainly
movie.
seemed confused.
The ring is for you, Harry, but I'll give it to Gwen if I have to.
He has been
diagnosed as terminally ill.
the medical diagnosis of being terminally ill.
Where have you even been? I told you, it doesn't matter.
Bro, all of these people are just assholes to each other.
Yeah, a real friend would not bring up the rent payment.
You have to worry about. I don't have to worry about.
Yeah, his dad died.
Yeah, his dad died and his friend died. He's actually going through more than you, Peter. Well, his dad killed her.
Well, you know.
Yeah, semantics.
Anything. I give you this place to stay. I give you money when you need it, and I help you send your failed proposals, you coward.
Oh shit. I help you set up your failed proposal, you coward. That's kind of an awesome line.
Why don't you just leave?
Slave.
Wait. What? The auto-generated caption through "Why don't you just leave" is just the word slave and music.
It just read into the racism in his soul.
He could feel it. He was like, "Why don't you leave, you slave?" For some fucking reason.
Jesus.
Slave music is what it fucking said.
Harry, wait.
Harry White.
Oh, Harry's white. I'm sorry.
See where it takes you.
Yeah, they have the best sexual chemistry out of any pairing in this movie so far.
Dude, I bet Gavin felt like Wes Anderson framing this shot. He's like, dude, he's gonna be in the middle, and I'm gonna pan out. It's gonna be crazy. What the hell?
Ooh.
Spooky music. Gwen, I thought I killed you. What are you doing here? He like fucking murdered
He
Gwen.
actually did kill her.
That's like a much like, dude, he bills this movie as like a Spider-Man fan film, but it's actually like a horror movie where Peter Parker's a killer. But nobody knows until the movie comes out.
Oh, I wish it was Harry Osborn in the wig.
In the wig? Peter. Oh, that's kind of cool that it's black and white and that's color. I don't think it's done well, but it's cool.
Another life taken.
Okay, a little Green Goblin voice.
Another life taken.
I'm the Green Goblin.
Spider-Man
Wearing a very bad mask.
In the cartoon, he has an awesome voice. He's like, "I'm the Green Goblin, Spider-Man." Oh, Warden Wayne's workout routine. Must be from attacking all those people of color, chasing him up and down the streets with his white cloak on. This is such an Airbnb.
Yeah.
Like nobody just has wood shelves like that.
This looks like an IKEA ad.
They filmed it in IKEA, guerrilla style filming.
Quick, put a picture frame on the desk here.
Please don't be. No! Again?
Are you recording?
Are you recording, man? I love the found footage shit, man.
Yeah, it's epic.
This is a regular Blair Witch project. What?
Ooh,
He didn't even, like, actually slap his ass. He looked like he needed somebody to, like, physically attack him for him to get these tears out. There's something off about this.
Yeah.
They're at a Dave and Buster's, dude.
Bro, this is so long. Jesus.
Is it time to speed it
Okay,
up a little bit?
let's up it to 1.25.
Okay. It's the only way we can experience this movie. The kid's handwriting sucks. Wait. This is at 0.25 speed, and it actually feels kind of normal. This is another, like, no speaking, like, walking scene. Like, why?
Yeah, is the script like a page long?
It must be. We should have read the leaked script. Dude, everybody else is like, what the fuck are they doing here? This is absolutely just filmed during, like...
Yeah, everyone's looking at the camera. That is an impressive shot. No, do you think that Harry's gonna...
Oh. Turn into Green Goblin?
No, like...
Jump
try
off.
to kill himself.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
wait, no! Stop! I don't think this movie is ready for a suicide.
This is another flashback.
Spider-Man.
How did he say that in regular speed? Was he just like, Spider-Man?
Clearly loves the Raimi version, but it just has none of the heart that those movies have, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the movie was made by the Green Goblin.
Yeah. Wait till I tell you about what this guy did, buddy. News just dropped.
Bro, they're
really-
loving their laser
They blew their load
CGI.
on their laser budget. They should have broken this suit in increments, right? Like throughout like a fight sequence instead of just like perfect suit cut to destroyed suit, you know?
Oh no, he's in CGI hell.
Yeah. This is such a cheap Willem Dafoe Sam Raimi impression.
I mean, there's a scene of him in a burning house with
Yeah.
talking to the Goblin and Raimi as well.
43 minutes in, are you fucking kidding me?
They should have just went for a very simple Spider-Man story, you know?
Yeah. But
They're
he
just
wanted
trying
it
to do
be-
like all the fan service stuff and include as many characters as they can.
Yeah. He said he thought he could make a better movie than John Watts or Mark Webb.
Yeah.
I thought the Goblin design wasn't bad, but if it doesn't move, it's not a good design.
Did he leave him there to die? Because that's the same as killing him.
Yeah. From the Batman school of fighting your bad guys. I don't kill him. I'm going to leave him in the Arctic now with his back broken, but I would never kill him. It's a good CGI shot, honestly, for the budget they have.
I don't know. For me, part of what I really like about Spider-Man is the fun stuff, and they had about 10 seconds of that.
Yeah, he hasn't been fun.
And
That's
then,
an
and
incredible
then it's 40
shot.
minutes of him just wallowing and
Crying.
walking around. Oh my god, it's the same fucking shot again.
Oh my god. We're returning to 0.5 speed at least.
You know, I kind of like Spider-Man 3, like the Raimi one.
I do too. I love
I think
that
it's
movie.
really fun. I rewatched it recently and I was surprised by how much fun I had.
I've been rewatching all of them, and Garfield and Maguire are both really, really fun. Like, truly, even like The Amazing Spider-Man isn't so irredeemably bad. It's got some of the best chemistry in any superhero movie, truly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they started dating afterwards, didn't they?
I think they started dating during the first
Didn't
one.
all of them start dating?
All of them have dated their co-stars, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
And I'll see you in London.
I guess you will.
Oh yeah, she leaves to London at the end of her, at the end of The Amazing Spider-Man as well. Well, no, she dies, but she was going to London before she died.
You know, last I checked...
She cannot fucking light this cigarette. Holy crap. Who is this?
Who is this goofball?
Yeah, well, a lot's changed since then.
You know, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I was always a little bit jealous of him. He was always somehow getting looks from Gwen, Liz, or you. I know you two are close now.
It's like the only 3 women he knew were in the Spider-Man mythos. There are other girls, but okay.
I doubt he meant anything he said.
Who are you?
Is this Flash?
Whatever.
Yeah, that's a terrible Flash Thompson, dude.
Gain some respect for him, or something like that.
He's monologuing. She didn't ask him a question.
This doesn't pass the, what do you call it?
Bechdel test.
Bechdel
Yeah, no, it fails the Bechdel
at
test
all.
times 10. I mean, the only other woman in this is Montage Death Woman.
This guy needs to stop talking.
He does. Also, Gavin, I can understand, like, you get these, like, Attack on Titan fan film on YouTube, and isn't well acted, but the CGI is good. And it's more of just like YouTubers trying to show off their animation skills or this or that, but they're well aware that it's not good. It couldn't be a replacement for the film. No one ever aspires to that. Gavin made this movie, and he thought once it was done, it was the greatest Spider-Man movie ever seen, and that it was better than actual big budget multi-million dollar Spider-Man movies with real actors. And he wrote this. He wrote this fucking dialogue here of this man just... And again, we're at 1.5 speed.
This is like really badly written. Like really badly written and
poorly paced.
I mean, I don't blame the actors too much because the material they're working with is awful.
I haven't seen Harry in weeks.
Put the cigarette down if you're not going to use the props.
Yeah.
With a flip of a kick and a little bit of webbing.
They did this shit in Amazing Spider-Man where they had like a dorky kid with a bad haircut and glasses as Spider-Man, like a Spider-Man fan.
Wait a second. Pause this. This universe both has a Spider-Man and both has the 60s Spider-Man cartoons.
How old is he? It's like the Spider-Man's immortal. This is his third set of Gwen Stacy's and Mary Jane's and Harry's. He just does this forever.
Is he just like immortal in this?
They're doing the thing that where it's like in-universe references to comic books. Like Spider-Verse does it really tastefully where it's like there's Spider-Man merchandise because of how popular Spider-Man is as a character.
Yeah, having the 60s cartoons is what?
Look at this kid's room. It's like Gavin's actual bedroom. They're like, we can shoot this in my room. You walk in, it's this.
Damn.
Dude, he's gonna sleep with his mom. That'd be a much better movie. He goes to check on the sick kid and he has sex with his mom.
Oh yeah, what is he doing in this kid's house? Oh, that's a letter he got. Okay.
This is the image we talked about. This is a child's room. He's just collecting newspapers. He's a kid.
The kid is the Green Goblin.
The kid is the Green Goblin.
When it's ready, you pull down on this trigger.
I don't know if I would give that information to just random people, you know?
Well, the kid's terminally ill. Jeez.
Oh, he's diagnosed with terminally ill.
Yeah, you ever been diagnosed with terminally ill, dude? You drew this yourself?
Yeah, it was a project for school. We had to draw a hero, but I didn't really know what you looked like. I'm 10, but I'm turning... my birthday's in August.
They had to tell the kid,
I'm
okay,
sorry.
you're not turning anything. You're actually not gonna make it, dude.
Yo.
What happened to the girl on the bridge?
It's my fault.
Yeah, it is.
And I can't do anything about it. No matter how hard I try.
Don't say this. He's a 10-year-old and he's dying.
Yeah, are you? It's fine. He's dying anyways.
He's trauma dumping on a child. He can't do.
He's not gonna live with the burden of his trauma for very long.
But you're a hero. You saved all those people.
And how many others suffered because of it?
I haven't seen him save one person.
He looks at him and goes, "Good luck fighting your terminal illness," and walks away. Why fade to black?
He just left the kid depressed. He's the worst fucking superhero ever.
Oh, he trauma dumped on the kid too.
He went and monologued for 2 hours out of his past to a kid that's dying.
Dude.
And fucked off.
You don't think I went to sleep every night the same scared girl I've always been?
We know nothing about you. This is meaningless to us.
It was a night in the summer.
Another flashback!
Oh my God, another flashback. How did he genuinely think that this was like one of the best Spider-Man movies? There's nothing happening.
Yeah, I mean, is he like crazy?
So how'd it go?
Well, I made your kid more depressed, and if the terminal illness won't kill him, I think he'll kill himself tonight. I'd watch him. Oh, jeez.
What did you say to him?
What did you say? Yeah, okay, good. Rightfully.
Just don't get it, do you?
My kid has a terminal illness. You don't get it.
Yeah, this isn't about you, you weirdo.
He's lived up to you his entire life. So, please, give him something to believe in.
Oh no.
Oh, and here's when you first fought Electro,
Right, with the rubber gloves.
and Doc Ock, and Rhino, and Lizard, and Scorpion, and Mysterio. Oh, here's when you had to lift that building up to save all those people when you first fought the Sinister Six.
If only we saw any of these things.
It would have been really cool. Seems like we missed out on a really cool Spider-Man story.
Can I trust you?
Can I trust you? Yeah, he's literally gonna die with your secret, dog. He's taking it to the grave.
You're Peter Parker. You're the photographer on all the Daily Bugle news.
Why would you know that?
Yeah.
Kid's a nerd.
I'm always in the neighborhood.
Also, just a reminder, I know I keep reminding us, but we're watching this at 1.5 speed, or 1.75 speed, and it's still very slow. Like, the scenes go on for so long, and the dialogue is so heavy-handed.
I was supposed to protect you.
Spider-Man?
That's a really old grave for someone who just died.
Stop, dude. Why are you doing this to me?
The CGI. It's a kid's grave. No.
Oh my god!
The kid
oh my
died.
god, the
That's
kid
horrible.
died! He died in the movie! No! He said, there was a kid named Timothy. I actually killed him.
I'm not ready to love again.
Okay.
How long is he walking for? Bro, put this fucking monologue
Do you
in
think
2
this
times
is the
speed.
end of the movie?
Wait, what happened to all the other characters?
It doesn't matter because, like I told you before, and when we watched the trailer, he's using a fucking tape recorder. But it is 2023, canonically, because Timothy died.
Yeah, this is an out-of-time experience. You know? It's a bit of an avant-garde kind of film. Yeah, okay, they're gonna be together. I get it. I don't care.
Oh, dude.
Hey, Pete.
Oh.
Hey, Pete.
Hey.
All 3 of them?
Pete, Harry's like, I got a little bit ahead, and I feel a lot better now.
He wiped all that black smudge out of his eyes.
He did. He's happy again.
I have to go take care of something else. Can you ride home?
No, you go ahead. I'll be there in a sec.
Oh, is it Peter's time to get a little something? Probably
Little taste of the MJ juice.
The MJ juice? No. A little bit of that Mary Juicy. Oh, that was real bad.
Oh.
That was really gross and upsetting.
You all right, Tiger?
Oh, they gave her the tiger line. That Peter Parcussy.
Tell Gwen that I miss her too.
What? Is he gonna kill himself?
She's like, wait, it just gets her, the music shifts. Tell Gwen I'm gonna miss her too. She leaves like a gun on the countertop. Pans, she walks away.
Oh, that was all in the.
It's all in the trailer, right? They blew their whole load in the trailer.
You can just watch the trailer because that's just the only good bits of this movie.
Hopefully this is extended, right?
Is that it? Are we done?
No fucking
We're
way.
free.
Finally, was that? Oh my god, that's it.
Wait. Is there an after credit scene? Please tell me that they were confident enough to do an after credit scene. There's like 10 minutes of credits. There has to be, right?
No, it's just I'm sure it's like Kickstarter people or whatever. Oh my god.
Yeah. That sucked. I guess this movie could be fun for specific people. Like if you hate the concept of show don't tell, this movie is for you.
Okay. What happened in this movie?
He walked. He mainly walked to places.
Most people walked. Some people rode in cars. His girlfriend died. And then he got a letter.
Which we don't see. That's not a scene that happens.
We don't see that. He killed Harry's dad.
Which we don't see that as well, by the way.
We don't see that either. He goes home to see Harry, who is addicted to pills now. We see him yell at Mary Jane at a graveyard, finds out about a kid who's terminally ill, and then he makes him cripplingly depressed also. He tells the kid all the sad shit of his life.
And importantly, the kid is watching a 60s cartoon of Spider-Man while talking to Spider-Man who's in his 20s.
And then the movie ends.
Maybe it was the radiation, you know? Maybe, like, with the spider bite, maybe he just emits radiation. That kid's immune system was probably not great at that point.
There's a Spider-Man comic where Mary Jane gets cancer because she's had sex with Peter. And
because he cummed in her.
Yeah, and his sperm had radiation in it.
Yeah, the spider cum. If you've ever wanted to see a Spider-Man story where, like, Spider-Man does nothing and nothing happens,
this is the movie
I guess this is a pretty good one, yeah.
Sometimes studios make bad movies, and it's because there are production demands, there are like lack of funding for writers, and the producers are pushing narratives that'll sell toys. This was something that was entirely controlled by people who were fans, and it was shit in every way. It like doesn't like Spider-Man. Like I feel like whoever made this movie hates Spider-Man. Like I don't want Gavin to think because he's a racist piece of shit is why people don't like his movie. He made a bad movie. Like that's what the thesis is going to be of this.
I don't even object doing like a smaller Spider-Man story, but like something needs to happen. Like actually nothing happens in this. It's crazy. Spider-Man is fun, you know? There are like these depressing moments, there are these traumatic moments, but making that the entirety of your movie shows that you don't really get the source material all that well, you know?
I feel bad to put you through this, my friend. You could have been freed from this, but I hit your line and said, hey, let's do a sleepover and talk and watch a Spider-Man movie, and this is what This is what happened.
Hey, man. It was still a great sleepover.
You know what? It was because what do we say here on this channel? Pine Lee, you probably don't watch it much, so I'm gonna tell the audience. But we talk about how your bad days are your best stories, and this was a fucking bad day. It's a horrible
nightmare.
day.
The only person who's had a worse day is Peter Parker because he killed a kid.
I think what Gavin was going for is that this kid's only purpose in life is to be a Spider-Man fan, and now that he's at the end of his life, he just, like, once he gets Spider-Man's secret, here's his whole story, he's like, well, on that note, beep.
I'll fucking die.
I'll see you at the next sleepover. Next time we're going to watch every Fast and Furious movie in one sitting, buddy. That's what we're doing next.
Thanks, man.
But
I'm looking forward to it.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. Bad Days, Best Stories. Watch other videos on the channel. Go check out Pine Lee and his second channel, Evil Pine Lee, which he uploads on quite a bit more. Big fan of both. This is, if you're part of this audience, you know this because I actually shout you out in every video. And I don't know if you've seen it, but it's because you always reference things that I like. Like, he's still waving. We're going to wave. We're going to go. Goodbye, Chris. Make this video great for us. Okay, love you. Bye, guys. Bye.